Wow.
Welcome.
Oh my god.
Welcome to our second to last day of our 12 reviews of Christmas / 7 days of Christmas.
7 days of reviews.
7 days of review. / 7 / 12.
Okay, I think they get it.
Okay, so in this episode, we will be reviewing one of my
I'll be reviewing
one of my. You're gonna have to rate the monsters too.
No.
Yes.
No.
You know them too. So.
No. This is your video.
So anyways, without further ado, My Singing Monsters is a game. I don't really know the history behind.
Well, you know the history behind the company.
I know the history behind the company and the history behind the updates. But yeah. Long story short, Game 3, not Game 3.
Big Blue Bubble.
Big Blue Bubble started out and still continues to make puzzle games. Most known for the I Spy games.
And Alex actually has one of them.
I actually have one of the DS I Spy games that was made by Big Blue Bubble. But what they're most known for nowadays is being in the world. I'm not sure, but one of the world's leading Canadian game developing companies.
Okay, I don't.
So
before people would think you might have.
Woo! Okay.
You might have noticed that.
Woo! Okay.
That a huge majority of our channel is now up and taken over.
Over by My Singing Monsters.
It's kind of sad, honestly.
Hey, at least it's something I enjoy. But anyways,
get on with it.
If you're wondering, you start out the game being introduced him with this little green guy and telling you how to play.
Yeah, fucking tutorial.
So, this game. If you haven't figured out the genre of this game, well, you probably haven't if this is your first exposure to the game. It's a world building game, and where you buy, collect, and breed. Breed, and collect monsters. And they make music.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit.
We're recording now.
We're fucking recording.
All right. So. Alright, so, okay, sorry.
You don't really have to go over the fucking tutorial.
So, you teach how to buy monsters, or place them, feed them, breed them, basically all you need to know to get your game started. Now, this game has has a satisfying, methodical, elemental breeding system. If you breed monsters with different element combinations, and the odds are you're going to get a monster that has the combined element into that monster. Now, you can't breed a cold and earth monster with an air and earth monster to get a cold air and earth monster, because repeat elements will make it so a breeding combination will always result in one of the parent monsters. So just watch out with that one.
Explain something that I already don't know.
What? Alright, so. Anyways. Now, what is this first monster, you may be asking? None other than the beautiful and rhythmic Noggin. I didn't exactly say beautiful physically, at least. Noggin has a simple beat that acts as a bass drum for the track. For whatever tracks it's in. And those being a notable 6 in the game. Being available on Plant Island and Air Island, Water Island, Earth Island, and Gold Island, and Tribal Island. Along being one of the 30 monsters. And as I'm not going to go, and I feel like I'm not going to have to go over which monsters go to Tribal and Composer Island. Basically, for Composer Island, you only have the 30 natural monsters, and for Tribal Island, you only have the 30 natural monsters, plus a bonus one, which I'll go over later. So, I'll start saying 4 islands for Noggin. 5 islands for Noggin instead of 6. So we'll only be, for the natural monsters, I'll only be going over whether they go to Natural Island, Sugarbush Island. I'll only be counting for Natural Island, Sugarbush Island, and Gold Island. So yes. Anyways, onwards. Yeah. Noggin has a really simple design. And that really introduces you to the kind of design aesthetics this monster world has, along with laying, as I said, a bass drum on the start to build up the song. Noggin is overall a very solid Earth Elemental monster, so definitely a 10. What's your rating?
I'm not part of this.
Fine. I know it doesn't have to rate Noggin.
I don't have to rate monsters.
I know it doesn't have to rate monsters. Fine. So, anyways, moving onwards, you now unlock the beautiful and wondrous. You now unlock the wondrous and chilly Mammoth, the cold element monster. Mammoth has a low-pitched, grumbly voice like boom, and then. And it's available on 6 islands. Those being Plant Island, Cold Island, Air Island, Earth Island, Gold Island, and Sugarbush Island. So, and Mama is one of the 4 mascot monsters for the franchise, and for good reason too. It's both cool and adorable, and...
Alex, did you just pun?
Yes, I did, unintentionally. I intended that pun completely. So...
Alex, do not shovel snow.
Its songs are memorable. Its songs are memorable and easy to imitate, too. So... And not only that, but it's the second monster where you're introduced to upon starting the game. Well, third if you count the tutorial monster, which we will be going into very soon. So, onwards into about Mammoth, this part also introduces you to the breeding structure. For the breeding structure to work, what I have to do is... And what you have to do is place 2 monsters in the breeding structure. Or you get 2 monsters in the same class in the breeding structure. Now you can also breed rare naturals with regular naturals, along with rare ethereals with regular ethereals.
Okay, basically.
The only rule is that if 2 monsters have the exact same elements in class, you may not breed them with each other.
I mean, that makes enough sense.
Yeah. So you can't breed 2 Mammoths. However, you can breed a Mammoth and a rare Mammoth. Even though you're better off just breeding a Mammoth with a quad element. And,
okay, they get the point.
Yeah, so... anyways, his Mammoth... Mammoth is certainly memorable. For all the right reasons. I'll give this one to 10 as well. So, what do you get from breeding these 2 wondrous monsters? Your first hybrid. The double element monster of Cold and Earth, Drumpler. Drumpler is the very first Earth double element, and one of the 3 that only takes half an hour to incubate, to breed and incubate. Well, not upgraded structures. So, Drumpler is a fat acid drum, has a drum roll as a sound, and is definitely more of a rapid beat than Noggin. So, most islands. So the islands Drumpler can be on. It's allowed to go to. Yeah, it's allowed.
You could just say any island.
Drumpler.
It would not be Mammoth.
No, I figured I'll go in depth. No harm in doing so. So Drumpler is available on 4 islands. And those being Plant Island, and Air Island, Earth Island, and Gold Island. Yes. And the Drumpler they make it's a decent impression as your first double element. Here's you a few things. Double elements have generally longer incubation. The more elements a monster has, the longer it takes to incubate and breed. As Drumpler takes 30 minutes, it's contrary to Mammoth's 2 minutes and Noggin's 15 seconds. So, double elements have produce coins faster, and can hold and have a higher maximum. It also shows you the more elements a monster has, the more food it takes. Well, actually, Drumpler doesn't show that yet, as double elements take the same amount as single elements. But anyways, Drumpler is definitely it's a good monster for the tutorial, and its sound is undesirable. Memorable.
Oh yeah, you remember trying to do, you remember doing your impression?
Yeah, I did my impression by hitting my stomach, literally.
It hurt.
It kind of hurt afterward. Maybe if my stomach isn't maybe I don't think it'll work on a non-elastic stomach, so, yeah. Anyways, moving forward, you unlock your next monster. That be your next single element monster. That being Toejammer. What a gross sounding name.
Toejam.
Toejammer, despite what the name sounds, isn't nearly as disgusting as it may sound. It's just called a jammer because it sings, and toe because, well, it other than its main body and face, it only has toes. It has plenty of them too. So, oh yeah. Toejammer sings in a deep operatic voice like do, and then and it's sorry, I have to catch my breath a lot here. Alright, so Toejammer has a memorable song and is honestly the best duet with Mammoth.
Bum do a bum do a bum do a bum do a. That's what you got Cortana. I'll do.
And when you unlock the single element water monster, which I'll give a 10 by the way, gives rise to new elemental combinations. And those 3 more to be exact. So your first instinct would be, upon getting the Toejammer, aside from figuring out what it would probably be to breed it with one of the 3 monsters you already have. Now, breeding Toejammer with Mammoth will result in another double element monster, quite obviously. This double element monster is known as Maw, and it sings in a vaguely auto-tuned voice. I mean, it sounds auto-tuned sometimes. Well, because if you're talking about on Cold Island when it just sounds like a fax machine. Oh, I forgot to mention the islands Toejammer can go on, which are plant. It can go on 5 islands: plant, ant, cold, air, water, and gold. So, oh yeah. Upon getting and Maw can go on 4 islands. Those being in Plant Island, Cold Island, Air Island, and Gold Island. So, oh yes. That's when I range for Maw. I like it sounding. No, it's chewable fluff! Seriously, it's just a ball with fur. And a mouth, for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like Maw so much. Is it the fact that I find it weirdly adorable? Is it its unique sound? Honestly, I have no clue. But Ma's a 10 because I just like this thing so much for reasons I can't explain. But anyways, if you were to eat a toe jammer with a noggin, and you would end up getting the double element monster of water and earth. Instead of the water and cold of Maw, this one is I just wanted to give an excuse to say Maw's element combination because I'm not sure if I did. Okay. So Frog sings wow, 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 wow. Oh, in a generally high-pitched voice. Though the pitch definitely. Well, actually, now that I think about it, its voice is only high-pitched it's on Plant Island. It's more medium-low on other islands. But as for the islands this thing can go on, they can go on Plant Island, and Air Island, and Water Island. And Gold Island. So, as for those things, moving on from this amphibious monster, there seems to be some more stuff in the shop. So there's more than 2 elements for monsters. I figured, just confirming. So, how about trying to breed a double element and with a single element?
And you didn't even go over Furcorn.
Not yet. You haven't unlocked the plant element yet.
Oh.
But as for this monster, as for what monster you can get, with a combination of, by using a combination of Frog and Mammoth, and Noggin, and Drumpler and Toe Jammer, you can get yourself the monster T-Rox. So for your first triple element monster. Triple element monsters is really the game is going to have to make you wait a lot for
T-Rox takes 8 hours.
T-Rox the first triple element takes less than the other triple elements. However, that doesn't take a long time. T-Rox takes 8 hours. Not something you're gonna be sitting through, putting up with in one sitting, unless you're more than a little mentally unstable. As for T-Rox itself, possessing the 3 elements of water, cold, and earth, T-Rox has a more complex beat than the previous 2 monsters. Or it's being a mix of stomping, chomping, and clomping, I guess. I don't think clomping is a word. That'll probably just be a synonym for stomping. All it really does is stomp and chomp.
Alright, I think we get it.
But yeah. So, T-Rox being another percussionist monster, is definitely continuing a pattern here. Well, it may very well be the last monster to continue with this pattern. Exclusively percussive monsters.
Alex isn't a very big fan of
I'm not usually a fan of percussion. And some of my least favorite monsters,
we'll get into that.
they're at least the ones I can't, I wouldn't say least favorite, least favorite's a bit harsh, some of the monsters I don't really care for too much. Are percussion monsters. There's a lot of them, in fact. But generally speaking, I am definitely not saying percussion, and there can't be good percussion monsters. Just simply, you take a look at a monster like, well, T-Rox. T-Rox has a new beat and flavor to the song, and as you well, certainly he has its charm, as it has these glowing crystals. I don't know where I was going with that, but as you continue, you fill out some goals, and oh wow, another double element. Okay, so there's single element. Okay, you're getting tired of me talking about single element monsters? You getting tired about me talking about remaining monsters yet? Listen up, kiddos. We got another 8 monsters to go. Before we talk about something else for a short period of time. Let's get started with. Alright, let's talk about our new. Let's talk about our new single element monster, the plant element Potbelly. Both, which is a pun in 2 ways. It has a belly and it's in a pot, and its belly may also be classified as a pot belly. Right? Damn, now I'm hungry for subs. Anyways, his pot belly. He goes, ma. Well, not in that height, like ma. There. In an acapella like man. It has 2 heads that usually regularly sing alongside each other, making it really hard to do an impression of this thing on your own. Trust me, knowing I have tried. Trust me, I have tried. It doesn't sound natural at all. So, Potbelly, T-Rox can go on plant, air, and Gold Island, by the way. So Potbelly can go on plant, coal, oil, water, earth, and Gold Islands. As for this monster, weirdly enough, it's actually my least favorite plant element. No, it's actually my least favorite single element. Surprisingly enough. That doesn't mean I don't like it at all, though. It's definitely still a 10. As for our next monster on the choppy block, let's try to get some combinations in here for this wonderful monster. How about we try beating it with some of our other single elements, get more double elements. Let's start in island name order. So, if you breed Potbelly with Mammoth, you end up getting the mascot in arguably the series mascot in general. As for both the first game and the regular game, and the second game, Furcorn has been a mascot at one time or another. Was Furcorn ever the mascot for Downfire? Actually, no, it was never the mascot for the second game. But Furcorn has been a mascot for the game for as long as I can remember. No, seriously, Furcorn never left that mascot seat. If you're on your phone right now, whatever device you're watching this video on, don't leave the video to go check. No, wait. Okay. Anyways, if you go to the App Store right now to check, heck, and look at search for the game. There he is. There's Furcorn right in the game's icon. on, and I doubt that'll ever change. So, oh yeah. Our Furcorn is the mascot, and usually I think the mascots are a bit overrated, but I really do like Furcorn. He sings, la 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 la. Usually its voice is more, its voice is very like orchestral. I don't know how to describe it really. I just like the way this thing sounds and the way it looks. Aww. Furcorns are special. Protect them.
That's literally
a quote from Furcorn's bio. As for what islands this plant and cold element monster can go on, we have Plant Island, Cold Island, Earth Island, Gold Island, and Sugarbush Island. You haven't seen a monster there in about 15 minutes. But anyway, he's man. Alright, so Mammoth is no. Wait, why am I talking about Mammoth? Furcorn.
Mammoths will not shovel your snow.
Yeah, Mammoths do not shovel snow. So Furcorn is definitely a 10. Keeping up the pattern, I see. Anyways, our next double element monster we get immediate access to is Octopus. Octopus. This is, as I can remember, one of Noah's favorite monsters. Here goes shoo-a-doo-a-doo. Ooh, in a low grumbly voice. Also, its name is a pun. Basically, all the monsters have punny names, and I love that. As for the exact, and the pun for this one should be fairly obvious. It's an oak tree and octopus in one. Octopus, get it? Okay. Anyways, Octopus can be found on Plant Ant, Cold, Water, Gold, and Sugarbush Island. Yeah, 2 Sugarbush monsters in a row. We're never going to see that again, so savor that, I guess. That was a strange voice. Anyways, let's move on from Octopus after giving it a 10. But now let's move on to Shrub. Shrub is a plant and earth element monster. Shrub is a plant and earth element monster. And it can go to Plant Island and Water Island and Earth Island. Oh, and Gold Island, by the way. If that wasn't obvious enough by now. So yeah. Ooh. Anyways! Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so... Oh, it's awkward. Shrub makes beatboxes, like... I mean, I think I got the beat right, but that didn't sound very good. Did that sound good?
No.
No, according to Noah, it did not sound good. Anyways. Shrub is a 9, actually. Well, I do love all monsters. I am not actually that huge a fan of Shrub. I don't know why. Maybe it's the fact that I can't distinctly remember its beat. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that is it. But moving on from Shrub, let's get into the more complex breed, actually bred monsters, shall we? First, let's start with our very own plant, cold, and water elemental Bogart, which can be bred by breeding Potbelly and Maw on an octopus or Toadjammer and Furcorn. Bogart is one of my favorite instrumental monsters. Just listen to this thing. It's absolutely beautiful. So, oh yeah. Bogart can be on Plant, Cold, and Gold Islands.
Plant, Cold, and Gold.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame we can't hear more of this thing, considering how beautiful it sounds. So, oh yeah, Bogart is without a doubt a 10. As for okay. Now, after talking about Bogart, let's move on to our next plant double element, plant triple element. Next, we'll be talking about Clamble. Clamble. Alright. Alright. Clamble is the... That was a strange noise. So Clamble is the monster that has the plant, ant, cold, and earth element monster. Plant, cold, and earth element monsters. It's for it goes on Plant, Earth, and Gold Island. And no, I didn't say Cold Island, sadly, since there isn't a single monster that goes on all of its natural islands and only that island. All of its elements islands and only those islands. We can dream someday, I guess. Actually, that would make for a really boring game. Yeah. Well, actually, that would have the same amount of monsters on each island, so... Anyways...
Yeah, don't get off topic.
Anyways... Okay, that was strange. I'll give Clamble a 10, too. I definitely see this monster is... I can't think of a pun. Golden, because its symbols look... Actually, they're probably made of brass. Let's move on. So, moving on from Clamble, let's move into... I Wanted to Like You. Pummel. Pummel is a plant, water, and earth element monster.
You can tell by the tone of his voice.
And it can go on Plant, Water, and Gold Island.
Sound is...
Sound
what
is a...
sound?
Wait, speak up, I can't hear you. Pummel? Yeah, that's Pummel. It's a very low-sounding drumming noise.
God damn it, we didn't need another drum.
If you're not talking about Dawn of Fire, Pummel is inaudible on almost every island. And the only time you can hear it in the first game is on Gold, is on Tribal Island. Which is kind of sad, to be honest. At least you can hear Pummel on both the continent and Space Island in Dawn of Fire. Well, the continent's kind of debatable depending on how many monsters you have there. Talking about a full song, no. But this isn't about Dawn of Fire, so let's just say Pummel only has one unaudible to the average ear track in the game. So I'm giving this thing a 7. Pummel, I wanted to like you. Heck, I still do love you. You're kind of adorable in a weird way. But, man, you're just...
By the way, how does this thing fucking eat?
Also, how does Pummel eat? Every monster can be fed. I can see how any monster to this point can eat. But Pummel? Its description literally states that its mouth is sealed off so that up to hold water so it can breathe. How in the hell does this thing eat?
You don't question.
Anyways, it's probably best if we don't dwell on that topic for too long. Also, Pummel can be bred using a combination. Pummel and Clamble breeding combos. Clamble can be bred using a combination of Jumper and Potbelly. The Furcorn and Noggin, or Shrub and Mammoth. And Pummel can be bred using a combination of Octopus and Mammoth. No, Octopus and Potbelly. Octopus and Noggin, there. Or Flogging Potbelly, or Shrub and Toe Jammer. There. That did not need to be so. I did not need to forget that combination that badly. Anyways, now that we're hallelujah! Please never let me say that again. So, we have the last natural monster on Plant Island. Entbrat! Fleamox! No, there's Fleamox / Fumox. It's not included. Anyways. There's Entbrat. That is your first quad element monster. There's these grand and monster. These are
kind of hard to get.
Have a lower breeding chance than other natural monsters. Well, double element.
24 hours.
Double elements are guaranteed breeding if you use the correct combination, and triple elements, while not guaranteed, aren't too hard to breed if you're using the proper combination. Quad elements take a pretty decent amount of luck to breed, which I don't have all the time. But Potbelly as a whole is not.
Potbelly.
No, not Potbelly. What?
Entbrat is considered annoying.
Is considered annoying by most people. I actually kind of like it. Entbrat is only available on Plant and Gold Island. Stop. Anyways, Entbrat is being the plant and cold, water and earth element monster. Definitely produces a lot of coins. So this thing can definitely. I said definitely a lot there. Well, and I said definitely again and again. Okay. Entbrat can produce tons of coins. Use like all 4 elements, and it happens to. Okay, and Entbrat also happens to be quite loud. Entbrat has the. Entbrat sings in a voice like ah. Well, that's more sped up version since I'm not going to waste your time singing the thing at normal speed.
Also, Entbrat's that's in the description in our
apparently
basically brain dead.
they're really dumb. I'm like, can't solve one, like the kind of dumb that a cartoon character or who can't solve one of those shape puzzle things exhibits. So, oh yeah, that's, in other words, pretty dumb. Anyways, let's talk about the next. Oh wait, there's still plenty more monsters on Plant Island. Thankfully, not 15 of them. Let's get at the most oddball monster out of the way first. This monster is known as Sugarbush.
Oh, fun. The thing actually has an interesting in history.
Sugarbush was the result of a partner of the musician Christian Bush of the band Sugarland requesting to be giving a shout out to the game and because his son introduced it.
He got addicted.
Oh, basically he somehow, one way or another, got a partnership with Big Blue Bubble and ended up coming over to record a song for a monster in game. This monster being the Sugarbush, breedable through a combination of Bogart and Clamble. Yeah, through a combination of Bogart and Clamble. Oh, this is a legendary monster. Seriously, it's legendary class, legendary element.
It's a shit ton of food.
It takes like so much food to level up. Same amount of food as the dipsters or a quad element take. The Sugarbush can be it's same amount as Wubbox.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. So Sugarbush can be on Plant Island, Gold Island, and its very own Sugarbush Island. We'll go over that after between Air and Water Islands. So, oh yeah. As for this new monster, let's go. As for this monster, Sugarbush is both vocal and instrumental, singing yeah, the beat of Plant Island, and playing a mandolin. So yes, on this list, this marks the first and one of the only both vocal and instrumental monsters, which is already a huge plus. It makes for a really memorable combination. Sugarbush is definitely a 10. And it is another one of Noah's favorite monsters. So, anyways, you heard a monster, a group of monsters I mentioned there. The Dipsters. The Dipsters are interesting. They can't be bred, but instead bought with keys. Now, keys are a pseudo-premium currency, in the sense that, you can buy them and obtain them most easily. Willing, you're able to dump out either 80 cents or
$20.
Either willing, you're able to dump out $4 or $5 per key. Well, the easier way to do them is getting them as gifts from other people. You can give the key to someone once a month, once a week, which used to be once a month, which was thankfully changed, and the Dipster's key cost increases as you get into more islands.
Alex is like a shithead he is.
Has just made a bunch of accounts, just made 7 other accounts to boost my key count.
And also, every day. The Dipsters are kind of pointless.
However, I will say, I do like the addition to the song.
Also, trying to send them to Gold Island It says they can't. It literally says
that they don't want to go to Gold Island.
what?
I mean, to be fair, I guess it would be kind of hard for them to dig into solid gold. So.
Still, the real question: what is the point?
What I do find it kind of funny is that their excuse for this monster not going to Gold Island is that it simply does not want to be there.
No.
Thinking back on the logic of digging in through solid gold, I can kind of understand it.
Digging for gold.
Yeah. Stop picking your nose. I called Noah out for picking his nose. Anyways. The dipsters are a 10. Also, the dipsters can only be on the 5 natural islands: Plant Island, Cold Island, Air Island, and Water Island, Earth Island. They sing dip. They sing dip, 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 dip. in different tones, depending on the dipsters. Others, which are known as Do, Re, Fa, A, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, and Ti. I see what you did there. Musical keys.
Also, you guys might remember, or last year, Alex made a video where he purposely...
Okay, I also made a video called Dipster Cringe.
He purposely made his dipsters sound bad.
And I also made a remastered version of the video if you want to listen to that too. It's, something. Okay, stop. Okay, I'll stop. You also get access to another new brand of monster called Ethereals. Ethereal monsters are a 1% breeding chance on natural islands. It's making them one of the most unlikely circumstances to breed in the game. And thankfully, unlike certain other monsters that are really difficult to breed, seasonals are available anytime you just turn your game on. And so, yeah, so, no, seasonals, Ethereals. Our first Ethereal is Ghast.
Keyboard cat.
It's a keyboard cat. You can get Ghast by breeding Entbrat with Bogart, Pummel, Clambo, or T-Rox. Though it's recommended to use T-Rox due to the fact that a failed attempt will result in breeding T-Rox in any of the 3 elements you use. And T-Rox has the shortest breeding time, so you can try more often. But this method, the method for using T-Rox to breed Ethereals only works on Plant and Air Island. And it can definitely save you time. Ghast is a 10, it's so cute! It can go on Plant and Ethereal Islands. So, anyway, without further ado, we move on. We move on from Ghast to the same class as monster as Sugarbush. Okay, stop. The Wordos, Talker and Persona. Talker and Persona can go. Alright. So Talker and Persona are known as the Wordos. That was in promotional material. Legendary monsters that can be bought with relics. Relics cannot be bought with real money. So, yeah. You're gonna have. It can already be bought with diamonds. At an increase in rate. There is a cooldown between buying keys with diamonds. And so, if you Okay, so in case you're wondering, keys cost keys cost increase by 3 diamonds until a cap every time you buy one. Of course, you have to, and in order for this to decrease back to 3, you have to wait a whatever period of time it shows. The time period can be different depending on when you logged into the game. I haven't found any consistency in that, but and all you have to know is that at the time limit will never take more than 24 hours to reset. So, oh yeah, the keys are. You can also earn 3 relics total over the course of 5 days. And this is when you log in once a day. As on the second in daily login goal, you get 1 relic, and on the 5th you get 2. So that's basically 0.6 free relics a day, assuming you log in consistently. Anyway, what did you do? Okay, that was a weird, strange noise. Whew. The word I was singing in actual lyrics, and for the sake of the video, I'm not going to be singing. My singing voice is already sounds. My singing voice already generally tends to sound awful to most people.
Or dead inside.
So using actual lyrics would probably make it sound even worse.
Look at my ass here.
All you're going to have to know is that the Wordos so far only go to Plant Island. Well, one of them does. I'm giving them both a 10, by the way. Even though, so based on the parent pattern, and I'm going to assume that presumably Paralsona is on plant and air, water, and earth island, and Talker is on plant, coal, air, and earth island. And this is just speculation. So far, Talker's on plant and cold island, and Paralsona's only on plant island. And that's just my predicting.
I'm afraid. My children.
So yeah. So afterwards, we still have one more monster to go over before we move on. And that monster is the annoying Wubbox.
Yeah, and also stupidly expensive.
And, well, in my book I don't find it annoying, but what I do find it is stupidly expensive.
Even though Alex can afford a lot.
Even though I can afford quite a few after gathering coins for like half a year with nothing to spend them on. Until recently. Thank you for letting us boost monsters to level 20.
There's actually an explanation as to why it costs 75 million coins.
With great power comes great electricity.
Yeah.
Electricity bills, that is. So, Wubbox is quite costly.
Yeah, the electricity.
Basically, because electricity bills are something. Doesn't really make sense, but I guess I'm going to have to take that since I'm probably not going to get a better explanation. My theory is that along with taking one of every natural monster on the island, or one of every other monster on the island in Ethereal Island's case, I'm just going to sit here and assume that Wubbox is a bit that Webbox, along with using monsters to power itself up, also takes a hefty amount of coins, or shards on Ethereal Island. Why do you have to be such an oddball? Or food on Gold Island to power itself up. So, yeah. Oh! Well, there is one more monster. I knew I was forgetting something. Do you know... now, tell me. Do you remember when I said while they're difficult to breed, ethereals are available whenever you log onto the game? Well, seasonal monsters aren't. This seasonal monster, our first seasonal monster is the Halloween seasonal Punkleton.
Booga, booga.
Booga, 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 booga. Basically, that's its song. It means booga. So Punkleton is, well, quite obviously a pumpkin skeleton. So, it's known for, it can be bred with a combination of Bogart and T-Rox, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Bogart and T-Rox is a fairly simple combination. It's easy to remember, too. Is this getting annoying yet?
Yes.
Anyways, moving on from Planet Island, which I have to rate as
talk about Punkleton.
Oh, Punkleton. Punkleton is only available. Is the Halloween element seasonal monster. It was the first seasonal to be added into the game. Along with the second one to get a rare for some reason. And Punkleton is definitely one of my personal favorites. I just like this thing's design. It's just both adorable and can be considered, technically speaking, spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Anyways, Punkleton can also only be on Plant and Gold Island. As all but one seasonal can be on only one natural island. So, definitely a 10 in my book. So yeah. That was a really strange noise now, wasn't it? So next Planet Island as a whole. Oh man, where do I get started with this classic song? Planet Island is just that, extremely iconic. For anyone who's played My Singing Monsters, if you know any song in the game, if there's one song you're going to know better than any other, it's definitely going to be Planet Island. Or in my case, Web 1 Island. We'll get into that one later. Seriously, on Web 1 Island, most of the time, for most monsters, I can tell you exactly what parts they play at. It's a little sad. Anyways, let's move on to Cold Island. And a beautiful icy paradise. Place only touched by monsters. That sounds very provocative. Anyway, is Cold Island is your second natural island you unlock. And thankfully, as we get into new islands, there's going to be less and less monsters I have to extensively review. For Cold Island's sake, there's only 9 new monsters to review here. With that number further decreasing into 7, and when we move on to Air Island. So, oh yes. Anyways. Oh, no, that's 8 new monsters on Cold Island, sorry. These further decreasing to 7 on Air Island. No, 10 new monsters, counting the seasonal and the ethereal this time. There! Okay, so, now this video's already hit an hour in length, but there's gonna be, but we're gonna continue anyways. So, Plant Island, so after, with the 10 out of 10, by the way, Plant Island, out of our sights, let's push forward. Or to Cold freaking Island! Now, the first new monster on Cold Island, you'll notice, wait, a new single element? Stop! I'm stopping you right there! Okay, anyways. Okay. So, with that out of the way, let's move on. So Tweedle is the air element monster. Oh, I also forgot to mention, and Gaz has the plasma element.
So
yeah. So Tweedle is adorable. It's a little bird, and also the mascot to a certain YouTube channel. Not ours, by the way. So, anyways, stop. Stop touching yourself. I said that on video. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Tweedle can be on cold air, water, earth, and gold islands. Oh, also Potbelly can be on Sugarbush Island. I forgot to mention that. So, Tweedle's a 10, without a doubt. I just really love this thing. So, let's find out if these double elements are just as good. Starting out, we have
another
Stop interrupting. You're making it harder for them to listen. So, Xanadu can be on cold or water or an earth island and has the plant and air elements. So in other words, it's breedable by using a combination of Tweedle and Potbelly.
The funny thing is, it can never be on.
The funny thing is, it can never be on plant or air island, which is the same effect as T-Rox not being able to be on cold, water, or earth island.
Yeah.
And these two are forever alone, I suppose. Okay, anyways. Let's move on!
Come on. Wait!
Okay.
Go over Xanadu.
Xanadu is a cute little bird. What that sings? 10 out of 10. Anyways, moving on, we have...
Did you kind of forget about,
what?
Almost certain walrus.
One more Plant Island monster, folks. We have Gajoob. This is a PS Vita exclusive mythical. I think, but I'm not sure. I think the breeding combination is T-Rox and Pummel or T-Rox and Clamble. I think it's T-Rox and Pummel. Oh, it plays the French horn. It's Walrus. 10 out of 10.
Obey the walrus.
Okay, yeah. Anyways. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go. Moving on. We have Pango. Tango like the Pango.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, seriously. So Pango is now makes clicking noises like.
Quit.
Okay.
I said quit.
Okay, so Pango is the cold and air element monster.
Penguin, alright.
Penguin. It could be on cold, air, and earth island. Oh, and Gold Island, by the way. Yendu can also be on Gold Island, and Tweedle can also be on Gold Island. Okay, anyways. Oh, and Punkleton can also be on... oh, yeah, I already brought that one up. So, Gajoob can't, though. Only on Plant Island. Oh, I'm going to go over Warbox's islands. Who? Warbox can be on... Plant Island, Gold Island, Air Island, Water Island, Earth Island, Gold Island, Ethereal Island, and Wublin Island.
You could have just said every island except for Sugar Rush and Tribal.
And Composer.
Yeah, except for 3. Or you could have said...
Anyways. Pango in my book is on... 8. Yes.
Okay, you struggled to say that.
I couldn't decide whether to put it in an 8 or 9, but I figured I don't love Pango enough to put it at number or 9. Nice. No, at a 9. Let's give it a 9. So, yeah, moving on from Pango, which can, by the way, be bred using the combination of Mela and Tweedle. We have Quibble.
Oh my God.
I love this thing. Look at it. It's a double-headed swan, I think. I don't even care what kind of bird this is. It pecks down on piano. It plays the piano. And has a cute little hairdo. Ooh, I want an entire island that's just Quibbles.
Sky Furby.
Anyway.
Jeez.
Okay.
And it's rare. This special flight.
I mean, it's rare. Has a special place in my heart.
Rainbow.
What?
Rainbow keyboard.
Oh yeah. So definitely a 10. Also, Quibble can be on cold, old air, water, gold, and Sugar Rush Island. So yeah. Moving onwards.
Okay.
Quibble can be bred with Toadjammer and Tweedle. That's the 3rd time in a row I've forgotten that. That's the 2nd time in a row I've forgotten that. Dang it. Moving on. Yeah. They bred by using Tweedle or Mela. Moving on to the 3 new triple elements you can breed using Tweedle. Well, let's start out with Thumpies. Thumpies actually came from another Big Blue Bubble game. And believe it or not, the game's called, well, Thumpies. Thumpies are these little balls of fur that bounce off of tree stumps and mushrooms to make drum noises. Which is exactly what they do in this game as well. Okay, don't know what I expected. Anyways, Thumpies are plant, cold, and air element monsters. And can be bred on cold and earth island. And by using... Oh, they're also on Gold Island. By using a combination of either Danadoo Mammoth, Hot, Furcore, and Tweedle, or Pango and Potbellies. So, I forgot to go over Emprat's breeding combinations, by the way. There's 6, there's a whopping,
You don't really have to.
Emprat actually has, oh boy, 7 breeding combinations. Those being Furcorn and Flog, Ma and Shrub, Octopus and Drumpler, Pummel and Mama, that's Clamp, Ambo and Toe Jammer, Bogart and Noggin, or T-Rox and Potbelly. So, anyways, back to Cold Island. I'm sorry for jumping back and forth so often, guys. So, yeah, I'll give Thumpies a 10. And even though its sound isn't that amazing, it's still good. And the lore behind Thumpies is kind of just really, really cool. So, yeah. Let's move on.
You don't have to make it be so damn.
Okay, anyways. Let's move on to our next triple element monster here, which is a wonderful sponge. Sponge has the plant air, and water elements. Yes. And is available on cold water or in Gold Island. Okay. So, this little guy, big guy, actually the largest triple element in the game. Yeah. Seriously, it's 3x3 instead of 2x2 like every other triple element. Well, except for Clamble, which is 1 square. That's kind of weird. So, anyways, let's move on to... is right. Alright, let's move on. Alright. Let's move on to,
one other 3 element.
Okay, let me think. Jeez, don't pressure me.
Wait!
Okay.
This is really fucking annoying.
Okay, geez, you don't have to yell. Okay, the next triple element is Kongle. I love Kongle.
How did you forget?
Kongle is cold, air, and water. Oh, we forgot to mention the breeding combination for Sponge. Sponge can either be bred using a combination using Octopus and Tweedle, or Quibble and Quibble and Potbelly, or Danadoo and Toe Jammer. Moving on. Kongle is on cold, air, and Gold Islands, and can be bred using a combination of Ma and Tweedle, or Quibble and Mammoth, or Pango and Toe Jammer. Now, if you didn't know, Kongle is basically my monster Sona because, hey, I can make that noise, I can drum like that, and on most services, like.
And that's the monster you try to.
I chose it for Trial Island because I like the song, okay? I like the voice.
Baby Congo.
Yes, Congo also sings. Come on, let's go! Okay. On Tribal Island. And I said I wouldn't sing actual lyrics, but I just had to, okay?
Fuck you.
Congo, I just really love this thing. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Baby Congo.
So let's move on to Deej. Deej is the aquatic element for Cold Island. And it possesses the cold air and water element. And it can be bred using a combination of equivalent for a corn or an octopus and tango. Or maw and Danadu. So, Deej is alright. Deej is level a DJ, and yet another percussion monster, believe it or not. Okay. Deej can go on Cold, Gold, and Sugarbush Island, believe it or not. Yep, the first and only quad element to go on Sugarbush Island. And an island mostly populated by double elements. It comes to the natural department. And nearly dominated by stable elements when it comes to this other in general.
I think they get it.
Because we're not talking about Sugarbush Island yet. So, let's go over this one, shall we? Okay, so, going in more depth, we have
Did you just cover every monster?
No, we covered every natural monster. There's still a few more. Let's start out with a monster I kind of forgot to mention on the Clarence Island. Rare Warlocks. Oh, but you said you wouldn't go over rare monsters. Well, first off, how'd you know that? I only said that to Noah. Alright, second off, yes, but this one has a different sound. And I need an excuse to explain what the hell rare monsters are. Now, during certain promotions, rare monsters may be able to buy a higher breed. Also, occasionally, you can buy that in the Star Shop using Star Power.
It was always like this.
It was like this until one fateful update that rotated them into duets. And now there are no rares in the Star Shop anymore, or period, for the time being.
What the fuck? Wasn't that the whole point of the Star Shop?
You can still buy decorations in rare web boxes. Still, that doesn't make any sense.
That was the whole point.
So, moving on from Rare Webbox takes one of every rare on the island, one of every natural rare on the island, or yes, again, ethereal rares on Ethereal Island. Don't ask.
It's not out yet.
And there's no Rare Webbox on Ethereal Island yet. It's coming one day, I swear.
Where is it?
What?
Where the fuck?
Where is it? Anyways, let's move on from Rare Webbox. It sings in an auto-tuned voice. And it can be a...
Gas Flog's throat. Gas... Fuck yeah. Gas Flog's
Okay,
throat.
stop.
Gas Flog's throat.
It actually sings actual lyrics too, which is kind of weird.
That was basically Alex's interpretation and what it can be misheard as.
Anyway,
Oh, come on.
Let's go.
Also, the weird thing is that its animation is more
you progress throughout the island, the weirder they become.
Um,
Anyways, Werewolf can be on
every natural island.
on Plant Island, Cold Island, Air Island, Water Island, Earth Island, and Gold Island, and presumably Ethereal Island soon.
Could have just said every natural.
So yeah.
Could have just said every natural island.
Yeah. So anyways, let's just go for the world.
Rob, you're rating.
My rating for Redbox is a 10.
Oh my God! Stop it with your voices.
No. Okay. So.
You're actually giving me a headache.
Okay. Anyways, moving on from Redbox, we have Now, do I go over the seasonal or ethereal monster first? Well, I did ethereal last time, so we're sticking to that. Boom, sugar. Grumpire. The only vocal single element ethereal is readable on Cold Island using a combination of Dejan Thumpies, Dejan and Kongle, Dejan Bogart, or Dejan and Sponge. Damn, there's always one monster I forget. So Deej is Grumpire can be on cold and ethereal islands. It retains the same ridiculously low chance that Gauss has to be right. So anyways, let's move on from Grumpire to our Grumpire is a 10. Let's move on from Grumpire to ho ho ho. Kind of funny since this is going up on Christmas. Yes, past midnight. It's definitely going past midnight. We're not going to end the video in the next 8 minutes. There's no, I guess. But anyway, hey, we're not going to end the video in the next however many minutes are left till midnight. In the next 3 minutes. So, yeah, it's going up on Christmas.
Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho.
So let's get into it.
You don't speak like that.
Yes, I do. Yule is, well, the Christmas element seasonal. Well, yay. The My Sea Monsters equivalent of Christmas is called yay because of inclusionism, I guess. Anyways, we got... now moving on, we got... Okay. We got, Yule is a 10. It can only be on cold and gold islands. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sorry about that weird pause. Yeah, Yule is a 10. Also, it's not only vocal, but it has sleigh bells slash, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, sleigh bells slash, okay, I said I wouldn't come up with anything else. So after Yule, you move on from Cold Island, which, by the way, I'll rate a 10. Originally, I was going to give it an 8, but the inclusion of Talker made this song a way better.
Is it cold outside?
And probably the edgiest lyrics in the game. Probably the edgiest thing in the game. And it was Talker's Cold Island. I don't know lyrics. Just Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Cold Island Talker. Anyway. It's moving on from this wondrous chill. Okay, let's move on. onto Air Island. Okay, that was awful. And Air Island is the... Oh, also Grumpire is the shadow element. So, oh yes. And you can be bred using Congo at the base.
Which was originally Congo.
Also, a funny thing about Yule was originally bred using Congo, using Indeed and Thumpies. But with the introduction of Ethereals, that made things a little difficult, considering Yule and Grumpy are the same breeding time, and both possible results of Indeed and Thumpies. So,
yeah, they obviously changed that.
So they definitely had plenty of reason to change it, and they did. Other than that, they've never changed a breeding combination. Thankfully. So, anyways. Yeah. Alright. Okay, sorry about that. So, okay. Moving on to Air Island, we have... Okay, let's see.
Not much. Really.
We have not as many new monsters as there were in Cold Island.
No.
So, to start things out, we have... we have our first new, our last new double element monster. Yeah, so this monster goes... This monster has the sound of a Jew harp. On Air Island, but it's vocal on every other island, weirdly enough. It usually sings in a country voice like da do da do da 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 do da do da da. Cybop is available on air, water, earth, and gold islands. So yeah, can only be bred with a combination of Noggin and Tweedle. So yeah. Okay, hold on, go down there. Okay, don't even go over there. Okay, anyways, let's go. Let's get away from that awkwardness.
What is your rating on Cybop?
My rating for Cybop is a 10. I love the way this thing sounds. Cybop sounds super cool. Okay, sorry about that. But, Cybop, yeah. Okay, yeah, enough about Cybop. Let's move on to the triple elements. There's only 2 new triple elements here. First, we have Scups. Scups is the Actually, no, we're not going over Scups first. We're going over Pom Pom first. Hey na, hey na, hey na, hey na, hey. No, that's Pom Pom's beat. It sings cheers. It's basically a cheerleader monster if the name didn't give that away. And it's one of the series is 4 mascots as well. So yeah. Do not question that in the ways because I cannot explain it. Alright, Pom Pom, Could be on air, earth, and Sugarbush Island. And gold. Being the only triple element on Sugarbush Island, oddly enough. So, yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to...
Alright, come on.
Scups. I've given Pom-Pom 10. Which, and it can be, Cybot can be bred with Tweedle and Noggin, and Pom-Pom can be bred with a combination of Cybot and Mammoth. Drumpler and Tweedle. Oh! Yeah. Or Pango, or Noggin. So, anyways, let's go. And move on to egg.
What?
Okay, let me think.
Scups.
Scups is the air, water, and earth element monster. And can be bred using a combination of Frog and Tweedle, Quibble and Noggin, or Cybop and Toadjammer. And it can be on air, water, or Gold Island. So, yeah.
You just say Earth.
No, air, water, or Gold Island. I almost said Earth. So, yeah. Scups is another triple element I don't particularly care for.
It's kind of...
It makes suction cup noises.
And it looks kind of boring.
I'll give it an 8. It definitely... at least it can be heard. It's just... so confusing.
Also, it's where it kind of hurts my eyes.
It's really cool. What are you talking about? Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna say that if it weren't for the fact that suction cups are actually an instrument people use in orchestras, I would dismiss this monster as a really confusing and nonsensical choice, to make a monster out of. So, moving on on the Scups. Let's move on to Riff, the Quad Element monster.
Riff, fucking daddy.
According to a lot of fans. What is wrong with the fandom of everything? So, Riff is the cold, air, water, and earth element monster. So, yeah. It can be bred using a combination of Cybop and Maw, Quibble, and Drumpler, or Frog and Pango. Riff is super cool sounding. Definitely a 10. And also, that's some really awesome hair.
Compared to its fugly,
really awesome hair, really ugly rare. So, a Riff can only be on air and Gold Island. So, moving on from this. Let's leave the natural territory and go over the 4 other monsters on Air Island. Now, before I forget, let's go over the PS Vita exclusive mythical monster. the ostrich. It's an ostrich that sings. And I have no idea what this thing's breeding combination is. I am so sorry. Definitely don't take my word, but I'm thinking it could be T-Rox and Scups. Or T-Rox and Pom Pom. Okay, or T-Rox and Congo. Listen, I legit don't know what this thing's breeding combo is. So, anyways, let's move on. Okay, anyways, let's move on to words. Our first ethereal monster on Arrow. Rebro. Rebro is the mech element monster. And it can be bred using Riffin T-Rox, Riffin and Congo, Riffin Scups, or Riffin Pom Pom. So, oh yeah. Also, I know the chances are the exact same for every ethereal, but for some reason, I always have a really hard time breeding Rebro. Oh, that's definitely not intentional for Rebro to, for some reason, be harder to breed than every other ethereal, but that just turns out being the case for me. You somehow. But as a monster, Rebro is really cool. It's basically a brain in a mech. So, I'll go to 10. And plus one of the coolest, one of the most game-changing percussion monsters. So, let's move on on this to our first seasonal on Air Island. Yeah, you heard me right. There's 2 seasonals here. Yes, I said that at most that all but one seasonal could be on multiple islands. And that also means that an island, particularly Air Island, is the only island that has multiple seasonals on it. Well, first let's go over what's considered to be the seasonal of Air Island, despite not being the only one unbreedable here. So let's start with Schmoochel. Schmoochel is breedable. Yeah, is the Valentine's Day element monster. Oh, it's a mouthful. It could be bred using a combination of Riff and Tweedle. So, yeah. Schmoochel is also super adorable. It's a love motif. So, anyway, let's move forward towards okay, the next season. Oh, also, Schmoochel can be on Air and Gold Islands. Figured I'd mention that! Moving on. We have... I just said we have Olive.
So, ready for Schmoochel?
Yeah, what'd you say? Ready for Schmoochel is a 10. Aww. And moving on, we have our second in seasonal of Air Island, and more commonly considered the seasonal of Earth Island.
Hashtag relationship goals.
Cool. This monster is actually considered to be a sister or Pom Pom, even though it's technically Pom Pom's daughter of sorts, considering you use Pom Pom to breed it. Yeah, you use Pom Pom and Pango to breed this thing, and it's the summer element seasonal. So, oh yes. It's also, it also sings along with Pom Pom. The Pom Pom goes, hey nana, 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 hey lo. That's how, yeah, and then hey nana, 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 uh-oh. That's basically how their duet goes. And yes, it doesn't stop Pom Pom's hey, low part, so don't worry about that. So, yeah. Who can unfairly be on Air, Earth, and Gold Islands? Yes, you heard me right. Air, Earth, and Gold Island. 3 islands, you lucky ass.
You lucky bitch.
Jeez. Whatever. Who would? I'm luckily able to excuse Hula, as it is my favorite seasonal.
Also, own official T-shirt.
There's a shirt that I really want that's Hula and Pom Pom. It's Pom Pom sharing Hula's Hula Hoop. It's adorable. I want.
Called
hashtag relationship goals. It's the cutest thing. I want it. Oh yeah. Generally speaking, where Pom Pom can go, Hula can go. Except for Tribal and Sugar Bush Island. Hula gets a 10.
Also,
we don't speak about its rare. So my overall rating for Air Island is a 10. And I love this island. And it's actually one of the only 3 islands I have my Book of Monsters completely filled out on, weirdly enough. So, yeah. What? Yep. So, let's move on to Sugar Bush Island. Pass me your iPad. I need to look up some of the breeding combinations. Alright, so... Oh, yeah. Seriously, here you go. Pass me that. Alright, so... Sugar Bush Island is home to the legendary Sugar Bush! Also, the breeding structure works kind of strangely on this island. On the left side, you can only breed. On the left side, you can only select Sugar Bush. Well, thankfully, you can select any of the Sugar Bushes you have placed on the island.
You've been talking for almost 2 hours.
Yeah. So, but in general,
jeez, you don't have to make these noises.
You can. Yes, I do have to make these noises. Yeah, you can. Breed. Maybe not breed, but you can. Okay. Anyways, if you get a monster of 15, you can either place it on Gold Island alongside its regular island, or give up its spot on its regular island and therefore Gold Island by sending it to Sugar Bush Island instead. If it's one of 7 natural monsters that can go there. These monsters include Baymont, Potbelly, Octopus, Furcorn, Quibble, Pom Pom, and Deej. So yeah. Alright, anyways. First, let's go over the breeding in combos for the 2 monsters I am certain on the breeding combos of. First, let's start with Sugar Vox. Sugar Vox goes. Yeah, so Sugar Bush Island. So Sugar Bush Island can be bred.
Sugar Vox.
Sugar Bush Island can be bred. Alright. Alright, so the sugar. So let's start with Sugar Box is bred using Sugar Bush and Deej. Sugar Bush and Deej. Yeah, so Sugar Box is is the monster that. Oh wait. Okay, that was really gross. Sugar Box is my favorite Sugar Bush monster. Yes, I prefer Sugar Box to Sugar Bush itself. Wait, weirdly enough, I guess I just had this affection for vocal monsters. So Sugar Box definitely gets a 10. Oh yeah. Let's move on to. I guess we're going in backwards order. The breeding combo for involving in Sugar Bush and Pom Pom, Sugatar. Sugatar is Sugatar is the Sugatar plays well the guitar, and you. That's about it. That's all I have to say about it. All the Sugar Bush monsters look almost exactly like Sugar Bush, except with different hats, colors, and instruments. That's it.
Okay.
Anyways, Sugatar. I'll give it a 10. It sounds super cool. Moving on, let's go over the double elements. Now let's start with the one I actually remembered off the top of my head, without looking it up. Yes, I didn't remember Pom Pom without looking it up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just decided to start going in reverse order after I found the chart. So, so in order to breed Sugar Beets, you have to use Sugar Bush and Furcorn. Sugar it out, roll. Okay, the breeding Sugar. Yeah, so Sugar Beets, Sugar Bush plays the drums. I'll give it a 10. And it's really cool sounding. So then we have Sugar. Alright, and then we move on to Sugar. Oh god. Let's move on to Sugar Joe. Sugar Joe is bred using in Sugar Bush and Octopus, and it's a Sugar Bush that plays the banjo.
Yeah,
I'll give it an 8. So moving on, we have Sugar Buzz, which is bred using in Sugar Bush and Quibble. It's a Sugar Bush that makes it that plays is a high electric guitar. So all over 10, I like it a lot. So let's move on to Sugar.
Sugar what?
Rock. Sugar Rock is bred using Sugar Bush and Mammon. So Sugar Guitar is so Sugar Guitar is known for Sugar Rock. Sugar Rock has this neat effect to the island song. I can't describe it, but I just like it. Oh, really cool. Alright, so Yeah, 10. I already said that, right?
Yeah.
Let's move on to my least favorite Sugar Fan member. By breeding Sugar Bush and Potbelly, you get Sugar Base. I know it's a base, but we have another base monster that I can hear. And I can't hear this thing. Heck, I can't even hear the castle base most of the time. So why can't I hear this? I still need to update to make Sugar Base louder.
They probably never will.
Yeah. Good night. We're still recording a video though. All right. So, yeah. Yeah. Sugar Base. I'll go to 5. Well, it's not as bad as Pummel actually, so I'll give it a 7. Just like Pummel.
Yeah. Okay, we still have more.
Nope. That's it for Sugar Bush Island, which I will rate a 10. It sounds really nice.
And, well, the only reason why this is here is because of a celebrity.
Yep. Thank you, Kristen Bush. You introduced us to 8 new monsters and an entirely new island.
Yep.
So, let's move on.
On the Water Island.
Onto Water Island. Our second natural island. And there's only 4 new monsters to cover here. So, let's get started.
So, what are the 4 new ones?
So, let's get started with our first new monster, Reedling. Reedling is a it's so cute.
It's a bunny.
It's a plant, air, and earth element monster. Also, yeah, and it can be on water and Earth Island. Okay, good night.
Love you.
Love you too.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, so, anyways, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so, let's move on to.
You didn't rate Reedling.
Oh, I didn't rate Reedling. 10. It's so cute, and it makes a little flute noise. Aww. Oh, also it can be bred with Xanadu, a Noggin, and Shrub and Tweedle. Oh. Cybop and Potbelly. So, oh, and it can also be on Gold Island. Figured I'd mention that one. Moving on. We have the final new natural monster on Water Island. Well, the only other one.
You said there were 4.
The Reedling. Now, this is the final natural monster on Water Island. Shelby. Shelby. He is the quad element of Water Island, and has the plant, and air, water, and earth elements. We have in this case.
Oh God. We shall not speak of the me. We shall not speak of our own me. Theme with Shelby.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
So, Shelby can be bred with a combination of. Take this. Shelby can be bred with a combination of. Oh, I forgot to mention that Riff can also be bred using a combination in a Congo Noggin, and Pom Pom and Toe Jammer, or T-Rox and Tweedle, or Ups and Mamma. Anyways, so this guy can be bred using Sponge and Sponge and Noggin, Power or Trio. Reeling in Toe Jammer. Or, oh no, oh, and, okay, and, Scups in Potbelly. And it can also be bred with using a combination of Quibble and Shrub, Octopus and Octopus and Cybop, or Dandidoo and Flog. So yeah, Shelby it can be on Water and Gold Island. It's definitely a 10.
And
it's one of my favorite percussion monsters, period.
And for personal reasons, since you've been on this channel.
So anyways, moving on from one of my favorite monsters, where's Shelby? Just Shelby. Let's move on from the natural monsters and move on to this island's ethereal, Geode. Geode is the crystal element monster, breedable by using Shelby Eden Reedling, Shelby and Scups, Shelby Eden Pummel, or Shelby Eden Sponge, and can only go on water and ethereal islands. And I really love this one. One of my two favorite single element ethereals. Definitely a 10. So, moving on from Geode, let's move to this island's seasonal. Blabbit, the Easter sea element monster. So, Blabbit. Blah. Okay, blah. Anyways. Alright, so. So, yeah. Let's move on to, Alright, let's move on to everyone's boy, Blabbit. I don't know why I said that. I just wanted to say that. Blabbit, it is a 10. Yeah, it makes a cute little bubbly noise like. It's so cute. And by the way, the breeding combination is, I hope I'm saying this right, Sponge and Scups. Yep. Yeah. Next Easter, definitely don't forget to put a few Blabbits in your basket. You have to put a few Blabbit eggs in your basket. So, let's move on from Water Island, which is, by the way, a 9. Actually, the island song I care for the least. Yeah, weirdly enough, the only island that's not a 10. Spoiler alert. And it's just, I can't remember it as well as the others. I'm not saying it's a bad song at all. I'm just saying I have trouble. Well, it's not as catchy as any of the others.
And gain a huge heap of coins, which grants you access to hell.
I mean, Earth Island.
No, seriously, you can't.
Earth Island has 2 new monsters to go over. Yeah, half the amount Water Island gave us. So, first, let's go over this island over the final the final breedable natural monster in the game. Chorister.
The Reaper here.
Chorister sings in a Things with multiple voices and a choir vocal, a choir voice style. So Chorister is the quad element of Earth Island, and is of the plant, ant, cold, air, and earth elements. It can only be on Earth and Gold Island. So, yeah.
What?
Chorister, or can be bred using one of these 7 combinations: pom pom, hum and pot belly, clamble and tweedle, and mammoth, umpies and noggin, and shrub and pango, furco or cybot, or drum or dandadoo. So, and now for the final single element ethereal monster. Yes, I did say single element. You'll see why not too long. We have everyone's favorite Humbug.
Humbug.
Humbug makes a deep bass, kind of like rumbly, buzzing bass guitar sound. That was a horrible impression. Please forgive me. So yeah. The rating for Humbug is a 10. Now, also, it can be bred using a combination of Chorister, and Pom-Pom, Chorister and Reedling, Chorister and Clamble, or Chorister and Thumpies, and it can only go to Earth and Ethereal Island. Also, all the Sugar Fan members can only go to Sugarbush Island. Alright, so...
Well, we move on to Ethereal Island next.
So, Ethereal Island is from,
What?
No, not Ethereal Island next. Heck, I haven't even rated Earth Island, by the way. So. 10. Earth Island is my favorite natural island.
It's very atmospheric.
It's very atmospheric. It has some calmer parts, some more energetic parts, and it's just overall a really epic song.
Also,
now,
you can hear someone's fan monster.
Or in the background of the castle, with a neat chime noise, which I found really cool. Anyways, let's move on to alright.
Ethereal Island?
Yeah, let's move on to... No, not Ethereal. We have 2 islands before Ethereal and Mobile Islands. So let's start with Tribal Island. No.
This isn't... We don't really have any monsters to go.
Well, I have 1 monster to go over for Tribal Island.
If you get your... Explain how it works.
On Tribal Island, you can have up to 30 members in a tribe. The members that can join you are other players that either have your friend code and request to join your tribe, or you have their friend code and send a tribe request to them.
Keep it clean, people.
Or send an invitation to your tribe. The leader gets to choose where monsters are placed, eject or accept people from the tribe, and I remove members, and overall is in charge of organization. Other members can simply request to join, choose what monster they want, and get benefits depending on how well they fed their monster and how well the tribe in general fed their monster.
Keep it clean, people.
Yeah. Seriously, don't name your tribe anything bad.
Okay, but what we do? Just give it treats, and you can also give it.
You can also feed it shards or coins.
Originally,
so you can feed it you can feed them diamonds, but that was a bit of a waste. So yeah.
Yeah,
you can no longer feed the Tremor with that. Also, you know what really bothers me? Repeats in Trial Island. There's exactly 30 slots for a reason. There's exactly 30 natural monsters you can choose from.
Alex is currently working on
the full song. I only have 27 members on my tribe.
He needs 3 more.
I think the monsters I'm missing, correct me if I'm wrong, are Scups, Pango, and I think there's Scups, Pango, and Thumpies? I'm not sure.
However, in your you can get at Tribal Island to over limits.
Yeah, there's no discovered limit. Though if you hack into Games Files, you could probably find out what the limit is. No, I do not encourage you hacking the game and to look at how it works. Look at how it works. You will get banned if well, at least you cheat the game. At least I'm sure you're free to look at the game's files. In fact, yeah, you are free to look at the game's files as long as you don't alter anything. As long as you don't alter anything. Though you're free to change monster sounds and appearances around.
Basically, don't do anything.
Basically, don't create a monster from nothing. Don't give yourself any monsters you wouldn't normally have. Yeah.
But you can.
So this new monster is Kana.
This was actually a teaser
for the second game, Dawn of Fire, where Kana actually functions as a 6th beatable single monster. Well, Kana technically
the extinct element of fire.
Well, Kana technically is a natural monster. It can't be bred or put on any island other than Tribal Island.
Also, if it's Christmas,
this Kana will have Christmas lights.
It's even in here.
Yeah, both in Dawn of Fire and the regular game, and the original game, which I found to be a nice touch.
Although the thing that doesn't make any sense is you have to keep. Did I mention you have to keep
feeding your tribe to level 100 every month, every week, or Kana will be trapped in amber again?
Yeah, blame Wobox.
Wait, how does Kana keep getting trapped in that amber? If Kana doesn't want to be frozen again, then just move from that spot, ding-a-ling.
Let's all blame Wobox for his fetish.
For his petrification. We'll go over that. I mean, we're not Rubox's petrification fetish.
Rubox.
Dang it! I thought I was done with Rubox and where Rubox. Okay. Trial Island Song is a 10.
Assuming you're not, you don't want to accept duplicates.
Yeah, so Tribal Island is just a really nice island. And and it sounds nice, it looks nice. It even has Kana on it, which is I'm pretty sure Noah's favorite monster of all time. Yes. So, let's go. Let's move on from Tribal Island and get into the gold.
Gold Island is where your monster
is where any natural or seasonal monster, except for Kana, like I just said, along with Wobox and rare Wobox, can be transferred. And Sugarbush can be transferred to
any monster.
Basically, you transfer any natural or seasonal monster, along with Sugarbush, Wobox, and rare Wobox to Gold Island.
And assuming they get to level 15,
you can place them on Gold Island.
Wobox
and rare Wobox need to be powered up using one of every natural monster or natural. Wobox can take quite a long time, given how much you have to feed your monster. And rare Wobox, along with having that feeding, You have to sacrifice rares, which are already limited to obtain.
And thanks to how it works.
Yeah. Even before then, you had to wait till your to collect your star power at the end of the week to get it closer by that next rare.
Luckily,
and somehow I managed to power up a rare Wellbox on Gold Island.
It was before the change, right?
Yeah, it was before or the star shot alterations were made. Also, I had to sacrifice my rare Quibble and rare Pom Pom, so screw you, Big Rubble.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
I don't take that seriously. I love you guys. Don't ban me, please.
Anyway, rating for Gold Island.
My rating for Gold Island is 10. You're listening to it right now. Well, a remix song. A remake, a cover of it. But still.
Or it's there to show.
It's there as a goal to top all goals.
Was how it's actually achieving this.
Yeah. Rare Wellbox on Gold Island is the goal to end all goals in this game.
You don't get one for that.
Yeah. Even though, ironically, it's the only monster on Sugar it's one of the only 6 monsters, the others being the seasonal monsters, that you don't get any rewards for placing on Gold Island.
You should have gotten a reward
for Rare Wellbox. Well, I guess since rares are technically limited edition and seasonals are also limited edition, and it's technically justified.
Also, remember an interesting bug.
I meant to fill out the goal sheet. You shouldn't be required to do something that you can only do at a specific time.
Also, I remember a very weird bug.
Which one?
Your glitch. Well, when Gaz first came out, it was listed under Wellbox's inventory for Gold Island.
Yeah.
That is
even though, as you know, it would be very ridiculous to have to box a Gazdon in the island other than Ethereal Island where it's breedable en max. Has to do a Wellbox, and not only that, but you can't even get Gazdon on Gold Island. Thankfully, this glitch was very quickly patched.
Okay, but however. Let's move on to Ethereal
Island.
We aren't going to go over Composer.
We'll just go over Composer real quick.
Composer
Island.
All originality goes to die.
You can compose. You can pick notes, song key, tempo, and what monsters you want to use in your island.
Or the speed, making your own cover,
or of existing songs, creating your own original songs like I do,
or one of the 10,
or just doing some random jump,
or one of the 20 Megalovania Falls themes.
And please don't be one of the 20 existing covers of Megalovania and the Gravity Falls theme song.
Yeah, I knew this would have gone.
To you people, please get some originality. Anyways, let's go onwards to our next island, Ethereal Island. Now, when you get it... Oh, I forgot to mention I said Geode's Crystal. Humbug's Poison Element, by the way. If you get your Gaz, Grumpire, Rebra, Geode, or Humbug to level 15, you can transfer them to Ethereal Island, where they can breed with each other. Assuming you have more than one type of ethereal monster on the island. Okay. Seriously, my Ethereal Island was just gassed for quite a while. So, yep. Now, you can only go as complex as double element monsters, but these ethereal hybrids are really unique and interesting. So, without further ado, let's start rating these guys. So, as we're going in island elements, and along with element substitution, i.e. the ethereal, the island order, natural island, and unlock order, or along with substitute each ethereal's element with the island breedable with the natural island they're breedable on. Let's start off with Wisp. Another one of Noah's favorite monsters. Wisp is a plasma and shadow element monster. You breed it by mixing gas and the song is away, 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 oh, away, oh, oh. So, definitely a 10. I love that. Wisp sounds majestic. Yeah, and I just overall really like this monster. So, moving onwards, let's move on to the plasma mech element, Nebulob. Nebula was a really interesting monster. According to its bio, he has no natural disposition to music. So, from birth, they come up with their own songs, and which is kind of ironic considering in-game all Nebulobs you place have the exact same song. So, so Nebula is a really unique monster. With a lot of wacky concepts. It's basically a spaceman, alien, and hybrid, funnily enough. Yeah. Rating is definitely a 10. And let's have my favorite ethereal monster of all time now. The plasma and crystal element monster, Sox. It's a saxophone fox. Also, the teaser for this thing was an outdated meme. So, oh yeah.
What was the outdated meme?
The Twitter says, Mammoth goes bum, Toejammer goes do, and the Flog goes wow 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 wow. It says, but there is one sound that no one knows. And its bio says, what does the Sox say?
Oh my god, he's a fucking...
Yeah. All memes aside, I really love this thing. It's both adorable, awesome sounding, and really cool looking. Along with holding a sentimental spot for me, because being the first ethereal hybrid I ever bred. So, yeah. There's undoubtedly a 10 and coming on this guy's way. So, as for Sox, it's... moving on from Sox... Next, we have the plasma and poison element monster, Gelbelly. Gelbelly sings
That's actually a little...
Yeah.
I mean, it says in the description.
Also, according to Gelbelly's rare Cybops bios, we found out that Gelbelly that Cybops are generally speaking huge fans of Gelbelly. Except for the rares, they do their own thing. Yeah. And yes, Cybops don't care whether it's common or rare Gelbelly you're talking about. They love both. Yeah, he's talking about their appearance and musical style. So, anyways,
Rating for Gelbelly
is a 10. I love the dynamic this thing has with Cybop. What? No. Next, we have... No. Okay, next up, we have... sorry about that.
Plasma and poison.
Yes, Plusmania and Poison.
Isn't that Joe Billy?
Yes.
So, Shadow.
Yeah, so
Shadow and Mech.
Shadow and Mech is the element for Oraculele. It's a spider that plays the ukulele. This thing is really adorable and really cool, and I like its sound. Definitely a 10. Don't have much else to say about it. But anyways, moving on, we have the Shadow and Crystal element monster, Voodoo. Voodoo is a Maraca monster, so it's kind of quiet. I really do like the design of this thing, though. Oh, it's extremely great looking. That's very descriptive. And its rare crosses is the border. It dangles on the invisible border between creepy and cool. Okay, just stop. Right.
Anyway.
Not rare Voodoo. Voodoo. Well, it's definitely a 10 and 9 book. Moving on, let's get on to do-up, that do-up, that do-up. Kazillion! Kazillion is the Shadow and Poison element monster. Oh, also I forgot to go over the breeding combinations for all these guys real quick. Nebula, Gazden Rebo, Socks, Gazden Geo, Jelbilly, Gazden Humba, Oraculele, Grumpa Iron and Rebo, Voodoo, Grumpa Iron Geo, and right now we're on Fung Prey, not Fung Prey, Kazillion, which is Grumpa Iron Humbug. It's ironic that the thing produced by the two single elements with wings doesn't have any wings itself. Well, unless you talk about its rare form, which actually justifiably gives it wings. So, anyways, let's move on.
Rating for Kazillion.
My rating for Kazillion is a 10. Next up, we have we go with the mech element, and next up we have Bellowfish, the mech and crystal element monster.
Crystal mech.
Bred by using in Rebro and Geo. Oh, dang it! Why does why does Big Blue Bubble ship Rebro X Geode so much? Stop!
Well, their rares were released on the same fucking day.
And they're shown to be partners of sorts.
Yeah.
Please, stop. Please. Stop. Please. Stop. Okay, anyways. Bellowfish is a derpy little accordion in pufferfish. As she dances around, makes silly little sounds. I can't not like this thing. Definitely a 10.
Also, it's...
can we stop talking about YouTuber mascots for once?
No, it's rare.
It's rare.
Big Blue made
a reference to Breaking Bad in both Bellowfish's teaser and a few when it's rare. And also, aka a show involving meth. So,
Crystal meth.
And MSM is supposed to be rated E.
Yeah.
Okay then. Anyways, moving on from. Okay, that was weird. Moving on from Bellowfish, let's get into Dragon, my least favorite ethereal monster. Dragon is a mech and poison element bred using Rebro and Humbug, and
it took Alex forever.
First of all, it's way too hard to breed, even from my experience. Then again, that doesn't have anything to do with this monster in general. But
it's kind of
what does have to do with this thing?
Well,
makes a gong sound. And I can never tell when this thing is going to play. Seriously, it always seems so finicky. When I load up the song, sometimes it plays and sometimes it doesn't. And Either Ethereal Island goes on way longer than I originally thought, and the only difference between different portions of it is that Dragong's playing in one portion, and then not the other. Or Dragong's audio triggers are just really buggy. Mm-hmm. So, moving on from so Dragong, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it an 8. I like the design of it, but its sound is just so forgettable. Yeah. Clamble does the same thing and does the simple thing way better. Yeah. Dragong, you should just sit this one out. Also, Dragong X Clamble is apparently a thing the fandom ships. I mean, at least it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so sorry. I am. Alright, let's move on to... Let's move on to the final ethereal monster. The crystal and poison element, and Feng Prey. Feng Prey is bred using Geode and Humbug, and plays a high-pitched violin noise. Dang, I love this thing. Seriously though, what can I say? Hey, it has a great design, beautiful sound. I just don't have anything bad to say about this one. Definitely a 10. And we move on.
Something Alex talks about way too much.
Wublin Island! Alright.
What more is there to be said? Well, this is what Alex meant by petrification.
The Wublins start out as statues, and you have to zap monsters from the breeding structures on You are sacrificing unborn babies to create mutants.
Yeah.
E for everyone. Anyways. Let's get started. The first one I'm going over is Brump. Brump sings, "Wake up the Wublins, wake up the Wublins, wake up the Wublins, wake up the Wublins," in a very raspy voice.
Was the original going to be that?
Originally it was going to say, "Bomb, bomb, bomb, ba dom, boom, bomb, 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 ba dom." I'll go over my interpretation of that later. Because when I reach another monster. So, our second Wublin, and here. Brump is a 10. It's really cool. Let's move on.
Yes, the next one
is a Zinth. It's a little firefly. It buzzes. Also, it's the easiest one to wake up. 10. And we have Poke. Poke. So Poke is the dark and brooding Wublin. Actually, the bio never says anything about. Of course, the bio says to that is that it might be one of the theories for its mask is that it's shy.
It's eating the marshmallows.
No. That's a fandom thing.
Poke likes marshmallows.
So, Poke's the 10. Moving on from Poke, we have... look at that derpy little thing. This is Thwack. A base monster done right. It's actually audible. Has multiple different... has a more memorable beat. And has a unique design.
Oh, that's very Thwack. If you've seen it, check out his DeviantArt.
Mm-hmm.
Or to find it, or to see, for more information.
Yes, but anyways, Flock is definitely a 10. Let's move on to Drumroll. So, Drumroll.
A huge pain in the ass for beginners.
Yeah, for beginners, Drumroll is a huge pain to wake up. Just sit out on this one. Probably save it for last.
Alex technically had to use...
Even though, personally, I confess that I have more trouble waking up Timpa, looking back on things.
Yeah.
We'll get into that one in a minute. Just hold your high horses. Hold high horses. His ham bones.
Alex, what the fuck?
Okay, let's move on to her.
Ready for Drumroll.
Yeah, Drumroll is a 10, like all leveling before. And most. And next we have. Oh, why are some of these Wubblins so adorable? They're supposed to be cool, creepy.
Cool, creepy.
They're supposed to be creepy, cool. Oh, it's a little kazoo dinosaur. Then again, the Wubblins are more about being weird than they are being creepy. Though a lot of them do look kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's so derpy looking. I love it. And the kazoo sound is an unexpectedly nice touch to the song.
Also, you get 10 days to power it up, which you
also, you get way more time than you need to power it up. Granted, if you have Plant and Cold Island, and you have just enough time to power it up without any extra breeding structures, or upgraded breeding structures, or other islands, so...
What? Okay, I know you're ready.
Definitely a 10.
Next up is,
Screamoo. Screamoo, who's the second vocal monster on Wubblen Island, and sings...
AKA, according to your dream,
Furcornala.
Yeah, this thing, we knew everything but its name.
Yeah, for Zuko, at least we only knew the sound.
Oh, but with this...
We knew what it looked. We knew everything except the way its body was put together, as weird as that sounds, and all its name and bioanimation. Actually, someone figured out where all the body parts went, and by placing it into the game, it was best they could. So technically, the design was leaked early if you looked hard enough.
Yeah. But either way.
We still didn't know it's animation or bot IO. So, or it's inventory. Yeah, inventory, that was the other thing. Screamoo's 10. It's just really weird and yet adorable in a strange way. A thing. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah. Moving on is...
Seriously, so... Next, we have Timpa! Timpa is another percussion monster.
It's very time consuming.
Alright, it's the most time consuming Wubblen to wake up.
It's not hard, it's
time consuming. I'm looking at you 8 shell beats.
24
drumblers. 12 clambles. Seriously, this thing takes way longer than it should to wake up. Anyways.
Luckily, you get 2 weeks to do this.
So it's not like you're short on time. Anyway,
And then,
let's move on to. Alright, let's move on from
rating for Tempa.
10. Let's move on towards Earth's Dermot. Boom, 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 boom.
Sound familiar?
Boom, 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 boom. Which sounds like bomb, 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 bomb. So,
Thing is, the Wublins were originally called Underlings.
instead of Wublins. So Brump, it wouldn't make any sense for Brump to say wake up the Wublins, and wake up the Underlings doesn't sound right. Wake up the Underlings, wake up the...
This is the third time we're repeating ourselves.
So, so, based on that, it wouldn't make sense for both Brump and Dermot to exist at the same... that would mean Dermot didn't exist. So, how would there be 19 Wublins?
Because you will be...
we'll elaborate even further soon. For now...
Dermot, at first, Alex didn't really
like Dermot, but I've definitely grown to appreciate this monster. It had a memorable song, a really cute face, and just give it a bath, okay? Dermot needs a bath.
Alex did that thing.
And when I made my rare Dermot.
Dermot.
But that's beside the point.
Rating?
My rating is 10.
Yeah.
So, moving on. Let's move on. Let's move on towards Giger. Oh, look at this big fluffy pancake dragon. Seriously, it's based on pancakes, dragons, and radiation. Oh, and saxophones.
It's adorable.
It's a radioactive pancake saxophone. It's a radioactive saxophone pancake dragon.
You remember what you
That's
said.
something I never thought I'd say.
You remember what you said.
Yeah. I said, which aside from its eyes, it's absolutely adorable.
You know, the video where people could barely hear our commentary.
Yeah. What was I trying to do, a theory?
Yes. A theory.
I commented on how adorable Giger was in a theory.
However, you could most likely never hear that.
Considering how low the audio was on that video.
Goblin Island.
Yeah, so.
Okay, but aside from cringy theory videos aside.
Let's move towards our next.
Rating for Giger.
Giger gets a 10. Easily. Moving on from Giger, we have my favorite Wublin. Wajay!
A.K. the one who got a lot of hate.
Hey, stop hating on the Bunny Man. Actually, that's a creepy urban legend. So, stop hating on the Rabbit Man, okay?
Check out the new Wublin legs.
Also, damn legs. Wajay is super adorable, super memorable. And it's just, and the bio says that it's the most peaceful, that's less prone to mischief than other Wublins.
Also, OJ.
Yeah. Also, my MA character.
Sorry.
Anyways. Definitely a 10. And indeed, my favorite monster in the first game. I could sit here for like 10 minutes going over Wajay alone, but no, I'll spare you from that and move on to Creepuscule.
We'll elaborate on this thing.
So now we're going to elaborate on that whole Dermot and Brump issue.
For the last time, for the final time.
For the final time. Now, peculiarly, Creepuscule has both a hi-hat and snare drum sound. Kind of a weird combination to put on a monster like this. I mean, it definitely doesn't look like a snare drum.
Actually, it's a kick drum.
A kick drum, I mean. Sorry. Definitely does not look anything like a kick drum. So, my theory? Originally, the Creepuscule was just going to be the hi-hat Wublin, but there was going to be a separate kick drum Wublin.
Yeah.
Or the other way around. Who knows? Maybe that wasn't the glass panel and was a drum instead at some point.
Yeah. Also, about Creepuscule, its hair you see.
He is apparently sourced from the fur of other wublins. Creepuscule, please.
That's just creepy.
I mean, that's its name.
I know.
I will give it 10 though. It's really cool.
And this is the part where we start. And this was the monster where we started teasing part 1.5.
Yeah. So let's get into the only wublin that I don't think is worthy of a 10. Blipsqueak. Eyes. No, eyes. Ears. Nose. Toes. Ears. Nose. Toes. Ah.
Oh, come on. People thought it was saying Wublins, please.
Yeah, it was saying Wublins, please wake up.
But no.
It's saying body parts.
Also,
okay.
they had by far one of the dumbest, one of the stupidest puzzles.
You had to name body parts. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. And wait, what?
Liquid.
Oh, the body part is liquid. The body part is speaker. What? Yes, the body part for Toe Jammer was liquid, and the body part for Deej was speaker.
I forgot pelvis.
And also Palm Haw's body part was freaking pelvis. Pelvis? It's almost as bad as an upcoming as the next puzzle. As one of the next three. As a puzzle 3 monsters from now. Yeah, as a puzzle. I'll give it a 9.
Yikes.
Stop. I don't hate it, but I think, in fact, I love it, but I don't think it's as worthy of the perfect score as the other Wublins are.
Yeah.
But moving on from Blipsqueak, let's get into the adorable, tragic Scargo.
Scargo was released early.
It was released mid-December or 2015. 2016, really? Oh yeah, it was. It was released mid-December 2016. I mean, because, they wouldn't be able to release it late December because as the creators were going on vacation for the holidays. Yeah. Now, let's go or talk about the
Scargo.
So
it's
Scargo.
a symbol crash.
It's a symbol crash wublin. The only downside to find to this monster personally is that it only plays during one part of the song. Other than that, I think this thing has a really neat design, cool sound, and it's just funny in a sadistic way that it's apparently in pain when it makes its sound.
Oh Jesus!
So, anyways,
then the one that took.
Then the wublin that took 2 whole months, and where they skipped 2 whole months. We're talking about the first wublin of 2017 in March, Astropod.
No, it was February.
No, they skipped a month and a half. Let's go with here's Astropod. Wublin number 15 or 18 in the files for some reason. Now, for some reason, it was pushed to the end, and the other wublins that came out.
Wabbox was number 15.
Wabbox was number 15. I mean, remember there were 2 wublins after Astropod 2? What is with that order?
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
But either way, look at this thing.
It's so derpy and cute. And I just like its sound. A lot of people say it's out of tune. But it's not that distracting. And plus, could you really you say that this could you really say that to this face? Really? Could you?
Also, this was a sort of what people dubbed
the Pointless 5.
Why?
I'll go over why I hate that very soon.
Next.
So, anyways,
we ready to Astropod.
Astropod's a 10, definitely. Let's move on to, as I said, the dumbest puzzle, period. Dumber than Blipsqueak. Gymnastics poses. Yes. Gymnastics poses.
What are you thinking? What the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah. Also, not only is this super obscure, and most people who play the game and probably aren't fucking gymnasts. Well, but one of the answers is so non-specific that it has 2 correct answers. I put arabesque for the answer, but most other people say it's extension. But both are technically correct because guess what? They have an E in the same place. No, they have a.
That's all those have an E.
No. Oh, it wasn't an E.
An I? Okay, just...
Oh, let me think. I know.
But you're just wasting more time.
They both have 9 letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... And oh, they both have... I got this. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay. Anyways.
Then came Pixelotl.
Aww, so cute. And the song is so lively and catchy.
And it says it wants a cat.
It says it wants a castle, which is kind of ironic because Wublin Island is one of the only 2 islands that doesn't have a castle. Oh, the other being in Tribal Island. Yeah. Yeah, it needs more space to run around in because it's always so hyper.
Yeah.
So, it's super adorable and super catchy. Definitely a 10. And then we have Bon Appetit.
Weren't you gonna hand a point on the point? The point
Not yet.
Okay. Bon Appetit. AKA the king of lazy remixes.
Yeah. Yeah. Bon Appetit. He's used it in a lot of things. Also, did you
just slow down?
Also, it goes with basically anything, which is really funny to me. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. Bon Appetit. He's a duo of both 2 monsters called Bona and Petit.
Yeah.
So. Even though they're counted as one monster and all but their appearance and description, I just really like these guys. Like what's usually my constipation, they're both adorable and I like their sound. So a 10, in other words.
And then there's
Get down and funky.
Also, after Bon Appetit, they said.
There are still more Wublins to come.
Everyone thought this.
I would mean like there were 5. There were like 30 Wublins. But by Wublins, they literally meant the impossible number they could. They only meant there were 2 more Wublins. Thankfully. Yeah. Thankfully for most people, and for us since we were in the rush to get a Wublin-centric video, or that we were waiting for the island to be complete to do. So anyways. Let's move onwards.
Get down.
So Meal Mouse. Alright, so...
I don't want to get down.
Then you could just get funky instead. Actual quote from the My Singing Monsters Facebook page.
So, Mulch Alex didn't really like it first.
But, again, I warmed up to it.
Warmed up to a pile of shit.
In other words, yes. Yeah. I'll give it a 10. Just barely. So. Yeah. Also, I did think that Bon Appetit was the last Wublin, because they didn't release one in April. Well, actually, instead in April.
You mean in May?
Oh, they didn't release one in May. In May, they said there were more Wublins on the way. So,
And the last one.
and then the last Wublin, and Fleetworm. Fleetworm is a flute.
You powered this one up in about 2 days.
Yeah, Fleetworm.
Wait, how much time did they even give you?
Yeah, well, I think like 5 days. Yeah, 5 days.
You did it in like 2.
Yeah, so Fleetworm is the
final
Wublin. And in my opinion, it's kind of funny how non-game changing the final was. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad in any way. I just think that the final Wublin would be far more impactful, like adding a final new verse to a song or something. You're really changing up the rhythm.
You're happy with what you got.
But I'm still very happy with what I got.
Look at this thing.
Look at this thing. It's so derpy and adorable. And I like the way it sounded. It sounded super fun. Definitely a 10.
Also, this sparked a parody video.
Called Wublin Island, but shitty fluted.
And your ears will bleed.
Every monster is replaced with bad flute plays.
This is what Fleetworm does. And now to address that's what you said.
Yeah, and now before we end the video, and now we gotta rate Wublin Island.
This was not easy enough.
A 10. I love the Wublin so much. So much that my username is the Wublin King. Also, let me give you my friend code real quick. 1763224GE. That's 1 as in the number of heads as the average human being has. As 7 as in the number of crystal stars in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. 6 as in the number of golden coins in Super Mario Land 2. Yeah. So 3 as in the amount of nipples Harry Styles has. 2 as in the amount of nipples an average person has. 2 as in the amount of shoes the average person wears on their feet. And 4 as in and 4 as in the amount of average eyes two people or standing next to each, the amount of average eyes Siamese twins have. G as in grandma, and E as in eggs.
You didn't have to do that. Why did you do
I don't know. But anyway.
No, address that.
Let me address the Pointless 5 debate.
And why this is so stupid.
Oh boy.
For one, where does this start?
Just because they weren't heard in promotional material doesn't make them pointless. Second off,
I don't think you want to have an uneven 14 Wublins.
Again, 19 isn't really even either.
Still.
Well, the song sounds more complete with monsters like Pixelotl and Bon Appetit.
And besides, these monsters seem to be fan favorites.
And plus, Pixelotl and Bon Appetit are our fan favorites among the fandom.
Mulch Tree is spawned.
And also, Mulch has spawned on some YouTube comment memes. And Fleetworm spawned that video, and okay, I don't know what Astropod did for the fandom. I just really like Astropod.
But still, this is proof that that term is incredibly dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm shocked we have.
Yeah, and also, there's 3 Pixelotl-centric songs on YouTube.
Pixel Kingdom.
Pixel Kingdom by Seabass S87. And Pixelotl Party by Seabass 87. and Pixel Island by Geraldo Music. So as for this, and also Webox is the master creator of the Wublin. Spoiler alert. Anyways, as moving forward, we have it's time to rate this game as a whole. First, let's start with the gameplay. The gameplay is very addictive and satisfying, and it's so satisfying to bring new monsters.
It's kind of a
And plus, it's more for casual players, considering and you don't have to have any quick
use
reflexes.
microtransactions.
Since you don't need quick reflexes. And the only thing hidden behind microtransactions is slightly faster diamond production and an extra breeding structure and nursery on each island, and with them, which ironically is kind of a big deal for me. For a Wubble enthusiast like I. So yeah, I've made quite a few app purchases. I'm not ashamed to admit that. But
why did you just play it again?
But as for the gameplay,
why did you just play it again?
It's only 148 seconds. The gameplay rating is definitely a 10.
We should really leave the presentation out.
So let's go over the presentation.
I said we should leave that out.
Graphically speaking, this game is beautiful. Oh, no. It kind of blows my mind that a game with such polished graphics and of design is a mobile game.
And this is you're actually looking at 2D models.
And yes, these are 2D models. As in, and instead of being 2D drawings, they're 2D figures with multiple pieces pasted together that animate based on a framework system. But technically aren't considered the true 3D models as they're flat. So
that's
very amazing. Definitely a 10.
And then
as for
is this even
music? This is a game about music. The music better damn well be amazing. And that it is, my friends. This music, the music is undoubtedly, no questions asked, a 10. And with that, we have concluded our second to last day of our 7 days of reviews marathon / /12 elf reviews of Christmas marathon.
I'm shocked you guys have been.
If you're still listening
to this
really
3-hour ramble,
this 3-hour rambling, then congratulations.
I'm fucking tired.
And I'm Amaray, and bonjour.